Hi guys, I'm Jaime Palafox. I'm the owner of winery Palafox. We make Pionero, Tributo, and other wines you'll be tasting soon. Hope you'll visit us in Mexico. We're in northern Mexico, Ensenada, close to the US border, and we'd love for you to visit, taste some of the wines and the food, which is amazing. Hope to see you soon. Yeah. This is just as you said where we are at. We are close to the US border in Ensenada, Mexico, Valle de la Grulla, this is the oldest non-mission based vineyard in Baja California in Mexico, going back to 1804. We've been, by family-wise, we've harvesting grapes in the area since the 1870s, and we've been in the US market for about 5 years. We are closely linked to what happened in Napa in the mid-19th century, 20th century. But we have been selling to the Mexican market for most of the time. A few years ago, we started going to the US market, and it's been wonderful for us. We're now in 26 states, and so we're getting this Mexican wine, which is very similar to some of the valleys that you're familiar with in the US, like Paso Robles in California, for example. And we're getting these wines known outside of Mexico. It used to be that we actually made wine just for the Mexican market because they bought everything we made. So slowly we've been growing our volume and trying to get into the US market, which is what we've done so far. We'd love to have you here. It's just a wonderful area. You could look at the video and see the scenery. We're now in late September, and it's actually wonderful weather. You can have anything you want because we actually cater in food from some of the best known chefs in the area in Ensenada, and the chefs and the quality of the product. I mean, you're looking at places, we export from Ensenada scallops, lobster, abalone, sea urchin, all different types of fish, including bluefin tuna.
Oysters?
And oysters.
Oysters.
Fresh oysters from our neighbors south of here, a few miles south.
Can we sit down in the garden with those big oak trees and eat oysters?
Of course, with white wine.
With white wine.
So, because we have that food product, you'll be able to taste it when you visit.
Vines.
Now, we've got vines going back about 80 years for our mission grapes. We got some very old vines, and most of the vines are about 25 years old. We do have anywhere from Chenin Blanc and some Chardonnay for white grapes, and then we have Tempranillo, Cabernet Franc, Cabernet Merlot, Syrah, and Cabernet Sauvignon, which you could try as well. 26 states and growing, so places like California, Texas, Florida, New York, Illinois, Minnesota, Puerto Rico as well. So we've been growing, it's been happening fast for us. We started in the US market in 2018, and we're now exporting about 35% of our production to the US.
Great, well the wines are amazing. We've had a great time today, and we can't wait to bring some people back here and show them your property and drink some wine. So Jaime, thank you very much. You've been a fantastic host today. And what is your favorite wine outside of this region? Like, do you like Italian, French? Like if you were to go to a restaurant in New York City tonight, what would you look for in the list?
Well, I mean, I love all regions, but I love places that I visited and where I know the owners. So for example, Rioja from Ramírez de Ganuza. Fernando is a good friend of ours. French wines in Bordeaux from Brian Cantenac. Henry Lurton is another good friend of us. We've had Chancellor Benjamin Romeo from Contador, Rioja. So it really has a lot to do with the experience that you have when you meet the people that make the wines. There's wonderful wines everywhere, and I could say, a good Northern Italy sparkling wine, Franciacorta I love, but I tend to remember the wines where I try them with whoever makes them. So I link that to them. What first comes to mind are the people behind the wines, and so then I remember the wines. So, as you saw, I just remember names of who makes them and then figure out what I like best about it.
That is so well said, because we will never forget this trip, and we will never forget your wines. You've got a permanent spot on our wine list, and we are just happy that we can come here and break bread with you and consider you a friend now.
Thank you so much. Likewise.